Hello and welcome to another ARK how-to taming video. I am Winslow and today we'll be looking at the mountain-dwelling Kentrosaurus. The Kentro is an herbivore that can be seen in small herds around the mountains of the island. It looks similar to its cousin, the Stegosaurus, however it is much smaller and sports giant spikes along its spine along with bony plates. Taming one is fairly straightforward, just knock it out and give it food. It cannot be picked up by an Argentavis, but you could get it with the quets and drop it into a pen. Be careful not to get too close to it though, it is temperamental and will often attack survivors. They have a devastating tail swipe that will impale you, causing massive bleed damage. I would not recommend going after it at melee range. Keep it at a distance and shoot it with darts or arrows. Its spikes will also pierce through armor, so your flak and shield will be mostly useless against it. As with most taming, you want to clear out a relatively safe area around it so it can eat kibble in peace. Today I chose to just knock things around it out rather than kill them. In the redwoods, I didn't want many different things coming in on respawn. Large predators like Rexes, Carnos, and Allosaurs will attack a sleeping Kentro, so I wanted to make sure the area was relatively secure. I also decided not to use wall spikes because I saw a few parasaurs stomping around and I really didn't need to deal with their nonsense. Once it's out, just give it some regular kibble and wait. Herbivores feed more slowly than carnivores, so it ended up taking about 8 kibble to tame this one up. Because of their spikes, the Kentro cannot be saddled and ridden effectively. They offset this by having a damage reflector ability. The Kentro will reflect the direct damage done to it back to the attacker. It won't reflect damage such as poisons or bleeds. They do move at a respectable pace, and you can use them to corner larger targets, though I've noticed they tend to get snagged on smaller objects like trees and rocks. Kentro also have a pack bonus. I wish they had more pack bonuses on herbivores. It would only make sense. So this bonus, along with the mate boost, can provide sufficient damage reduction to mimic using a saddle. With several Kentro, they can even be used to coordinate taking down large carnivores. The Kentro pack can easily take out a Rex because of the reflected damage. They will still end up getting pretty beat up, so make sure and let them rest after the encounter. Taking a pair of them into caves may prove useful, as long as they are mate boosted. They may be able to easily clear out bats. I'll have to experiment. Unfortunately, they do have a limit for their deflection. While being able to return huge amounts of damage back at a Giga, a wild one will prove just too strong. However, with a tamed Giga, do not, and I repeat, do not go after wild Kentro. The reflected damage can and will cause your Giga to enter rage, bucking you off and likely causing the Giga to eat you just before it dies. These 6 didn't do well against a Giga, but they did take down about 10% of its hit points. I would imagine a whole herd of them, maybe 20 or 30, could defeat a wild Giga. Thanks again for watching this how-to taming video. I am Winslow, and if you found this guide helpful, please consider leaving a like. I appreciate your time and support, and we'll catch up next time.